Hello movie lovers and welcome to CML Theater Movie Review, home of independent films. A film that leaves you with a giant question mark over top of your head by the end of it. And we're about to talk about that right here on CML Entertainment. Among Us, directed by Gary King, also written by Gary King and Michael R. King. Wow. Okay, the thing I like about this film was the film was more so story driven, and I like that the film didn't want to do the fake jump scare situation, and because most that usually killed most films that tries to stick with that scenario. But I definitely like what this film did, and I also like that it didn't use music, because sometimes scores can ruin the scare.
Yeah, it can.
Especially when you hear it and then you hear it, it's like, no, get this out of here. I like that the movie just kept straight with the story, and it got you through the story, but then by the end it leaves you with a question mark over your head. But before I even get into that, the film's about Mallory and Frank, and you know they lost their son. You know, they're dealing with the loss of their son in a really tragic way that the film doesn't 100% let you know what's the deal is until you see them 8 months later. And there's Mallory, you know, she's messed up. She's got a son glove. You know, she don't want to let it go. She throws it in the water, but then she changed her mind, and then she's like, what? And then she just jump back out there and go get the glove, and then she comes back to her senses. So next thing you know, they're living inside of the house. You know, Frank, you know, he just poor guy. That's all I can say about Frank. You know, he's in a wheelchair. He's like, screw life. You should have left me. I don't know how you even deal with this. And then next thing you know, night by night, they're being haunted by something. But the thing is, they don't know quite what it is. But as these hauntings keep on going, it keeps getting more aggressive and aggressive. So they turn to Eleanor for help. Now, Eleanor used to play on one of those shows, you know, where people go in to investigate paranormal activities and stuff like that. And turns out that, you know, this woman is the real deal, but most people usually beg those people for being fake. But they get her help. They drag her in the situation, not knowing what situation she's getting herself into. The spirit give them a run for their money. That's for damn sure. But overall, I like the idea that the film did not try to scare you, because it's not scary. So do not go into this film thinking it's going to scare you out of your socks or scare your drawers off your tush and make you run down the street. So it's not that type of situation. But I like that the story, you know, is more so driven, and it kept that good old ghost story to it. And before we get any further than that, let's give this movie a rating, shall we? I give this movie a big smiley face. Oh yeah. Now, Mark DiConzo, Katie Morrison, and Elena Sands did a good job. I love Elena Sands' character because she's more so like, she had a special ability. She was able to definitely tell if you were lying, and she also can see spirits, she can summon spirits, she can help spirits reach the other side. That's what I definitely loved about that character. She was my favorite character in this film. The movie is not going to hit everybody, so like I said, if you go into this film thinking it's going to scare your socks off you, it's not going to happen. But if you're a religious person, you definitely will understand this film. You will understand the fact that the film taps on what it's like when we hold on to our loved ones and we lose them. And by us holding on to them, that also traps their souls here, so they can't move forward. Which is, I do believe that in some cases. That's why a lot of spirits walk among us now on Earth. And I don't want to get on here and sound crazy, because I got to save that for another video. But if you want to check this movie out, you can check this movie out right now on Amazon, VOD, Vudu, iTunes, VMO. Definitely check this film out. I enjoyed this film. I like that the film more so concentrated on the story, and I'm glad that they didn't have a score that was going to ruin the film. I just like how they just kept it just like Paranormal Activity was. There was no music, but there was stuff going on. Like if you hear a knock at the door, you hear a knock at the door. If something's walking around the house, something's walking around the house. And then at times the movie shocks you. It does get creepy, especially that one scene, which I'm not going to go into that one. You got to check it out for yourself. Don't forget to hit that like button. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. And don't forget to leave a comment. Let me know what you think about Among Us, because I told you what I go about it. I love the movie. I love that they stuck to the story. They didn't ruin it. The vibe and the tone that they set for this film was pretty decent. And like I said, everything isn't perfect. You gotta start somewhere. And to all my movie lovers, keep it scary.